In tonight's research, City Hunter Episode 11, Black Tulips, and Phantom Thief. Let knowledge flow. Hola, minasan! Welcome back for another round of City Hunter. So last time we met another Yakuza. We apparently got a new character in Sayaka, and we're now moving on to a whole new adventure. Everything has been pretty random. There's no like arc or anything going on. And this episode titled "That Pretty Girl in Tights Prefers the Tulips." The thumbnail only shows a young woman, and that's it. A young woman in glasses, and that's it. There was nothing really to go off on, so whatever it is, it's gonna be, well, considering the title, we're gonna be seeing Ryo going on a Mokuri tangent. Whoo! We'll soon find out. So this is a call to action. Please comment, like, subscribe, follow, and hit that notification bell. And now let's begin the research. Oh, Ryo's on the case here. Oh. Oh. You better start running. Oh, okay. Oh, he did get it. Phantom 305. Woo! Hold on a second here. Why they got two different titles here? But they changed the title. The hot woman in a leotard loves tulips. That pretty girl in tights prefers the tulips. Leotard Bijo wa Tulipu ga oski. So leotard woman likes tulips. So that's what it really translates to. Leotard woman likes tulips. But they add all this stuff here. The hot woman in leotard loves tulips, and then up here they change it to that pretty girl in tights prefers the tulips. And when I translated it, I just read it as leotard woman likes tulips. Just 4 words. Oh, these localizations. Oh, he's happy. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's no way he's going to cross the line. Yamanote line. I wrote that when I was in Tokyo. No, Ryo, stop. Stop it. No. Stop it. That's your client. Oh! How? It's her! She's the Phantom Thief. The flame. Is she really a high schooler? She's like a ninja. Oh no! I really hope that's a disguise. I'm getting confused here. No. Oh my gosh, yeah. There we go. Lolita complex indeed. Good old Cody. Punch. There's the hammer. What a face. Fritz Lang. So this is the second Hispanic that happens to be a bad guy. Man, that is a small car. Nope. Another caped villain. Ah, because of Rio. Got carried away. Oh my gosh, he's gonna like crack her skull open. Oh my gosh, he's gonna try. Oh my gosh, Coyote in school clothes. Oh no. Also, Rio's in school clothes. I just realized it too. That is crazy. He's got a whole facility like that. Oh, That was too easy. I'm gonna try and bash that over his head, huh? Too easy. Stop it. Stay focused. Thank you, Cowdy. Ah. For, well, considering that he stole that stuff. Considering that he stole that stuff, he probably sells them in the black market, so that explains why he's got all that stuff. He's like, mercy on the short hair girl. Now shut up. Oh. Play it up. Oh, they're trapped. Wow. Stop it, Rio. That old anime trope. Ah! No. Got that 80s sax music going. Use a knife. What are you worried about, Rio? You beat that guy up easily. Wait, how? That, oh god, it's the logic. Broken logic. That's not psychic power. No way you got an arm like that. Yeah, okay, there it is. Far away. Boom. Well, I didn't get an exploding car, but we got a flat wheel. Ford. Oh, wow, that's a Ford. I see. Another scientist dying. Another dying scientist. I'm interesting that they're not showing the tulip. It's red. At least. Oh, he can't see. Dang. You're gonna say black, aren't you? It's your call. Dang, Rio. Knows when to do the right thing. Yeah. Man. And he dies. You're reacting wrong. You're supposed to be cry reacting. Cry! Cry at this rose. Another case solved. Well, that was a very fast episode. That went by real quick, and it was very, very fun. Got another villain name with a Spanish name, Sanchez. The other was Garcia. That better not be a trendy thing where Hispanics are bad guys in City Hunter. That's kind of scaring me there. It's scaring me a bit. So, to do today's research, today's show covered Black Tulips. It turned out that there was a special tulip, as per the title. Our Phantom Thief character, Aso Kasumi, was looking for black tulips. Was looking for the black tulip that her grandfather was cultivating, and she was trying to steal it back. And the big question is, do they exist? And apparently, they seem to do exist. According to Gardenia, black tulips top varieties for a dramatic garden display. The allure and mystery of black tulips. Black tulips are among the most captivating and enigmatic flowers in the world of horticulture. Though no tulip is truly black, certain varieties come incredibly close with deep variety shades of purple, maroon, or dark burgundy that appear black to the naked eye. Probably at nighttime I could see that happening. If at nighttime comes, has that dark look, or whenever the moon shines, I could see that happening. These tulips have fascinated gardeners, artists, and flower enthusiasts for centuries, evoking a sense of mystery, elegance, and even a touch of the Gothic. The quest for the black tulip. The idea of a black tulip has long captured the human imagination. In the 17th century, during the height of tulip mania in the Netherlands, breeders and gardeners were driven by the challenge of creating the perfect black tulip. The allure of achieving such a deep, rich color in a flower traditionally associated with bright, vibrant hues was irresistible. The quest for a true black tulip became a symbol of ambition and perfection. This pursuit was famously immortalized in literature by Alexandre Dumas in his 1850 novel *The Black Tulip*. In this story, the protagonist Cornelius van Baal dedicates his life to cultivating a black tulip, facing numerous obstacles along the way. Dumas' novel reflects the almost obsessive desire for rarity and uniqueness surrounding the black tulip throughout history. Symbolism and meaning. Black tulips carry a range of symbolic meanings, many of which revolve around concepts of mystery, elegance, and rebellion. Unlike the traditional red or yellow tulips that symbolize love and happiness, there are often associated with more complex and nuanced emotions. Mystery and intrigue. The dark, almost otherworldly color of these tulips makes them symbols of mystery and intrigue. They evoke a sense of the unknown, of secrets hidden in the shadows. This association with mystery makes them a popular choice for those looking to add a touch of drama or Gothic elegance to a garden or floral arrangement. It's a symbol of mystery and intrigue. That's actually a very good motif, although not really used in City Hunter in this instance. But I could see that used as a motif in storytelling if you want to like convey, say, the mysterious phantom thief leaves behind a black rose as a calling card, and thus creating the allure mystique of the phantom thief and the intrigue and mystery from that character. That's actually very poetic when you think about it. It's very elegant. That's very elegant. Oh, speaking of elegance, elegance and sophistication. Black tulips are often seen as the epitome of elegance and sophistication. Their deep, velvety petals convey a sense of luxury and exclusivity, making them a favorite for formal events and high-end floral designs. The rich, dark hue of these tulips contrasts beautifully with lighter colors, enhancing their visual impact and creating a striking focal point. Rebellion individuality. Black because black tulips defy the traditional bright and cheerful colors typically associated with flowers, they can also symbolize rebellion and individuality. They are the choice of those who wish to stand out from the crowd, to make a bold statement, or to embrace a more unconventional aesthetic. Strength and power. The rarity and intensity of black tulips can represent strength and power. They are often associated with resilience and the ability to endure, making them a fitting symbol for overcoming challenges or achieving difficult goals. I gotta say, these symbolisms and meanings is very elegant. They would make a this would make a great motif in like uh Phantom Thief stories, stories about thieves and such. Um, like high society kind of thing, or it got some type of mystery, like a murder mystery or some type of detective. Um, that's very beautiful, quite honestly. Makes a great motif for story writing. And look at all these different types of black tulips. The Queen of Night. Now that's a name. Tulipa, Queen of Night. Paul Scherer. Huh. Black Parrot. I don't know. The Queen of Night looks beautiful. If I were to incorporate that in my stories, I would use the Queen of Night to invoke that beautiness and everything. Let's see here. Black Hero, Cafe Noir, Jean Wu, Ronaldo. Some of these are very nice. Uncle Tom. Okay. Uh, let's see. Planting and caring for tulip flowers. Um, Winter care. Mm, yeah, that's an explanation on how to take care of tulips. But the Queen of Night. That's a tight name. I like that. The Queen of Night. Ooh. Do black tulips really exist? Those are the Queen of Night tulips here. This was that previous article was written by. Oh, it doesn't say who wrote this, huh? Gardenia. It's gardenia.com, but doesn't say who wrote this whole article here. So yeah, Gardenia wrote this. Mm. But this one was written by nobody. Who wrote this one? Mm. Posted by Mickey in Gardens, greenwithpurpose.com. Do black tulips really exist? When I wrote this post about black houseplants a little over 5 years ago now, I had no idea it would be so popular. Black plants fascinated me. And I guarantee I'll be all right. First among the bloomers in the goth garden are the black tulips, but is there such a thing as a real black tulip, or is it just a myth? I read very informative display on my third visit to Keukenhof Gardens, the largest tulip garden in the world, located in the Netherlands. I believe this was a temporary display, so I took advantage of the curated exhibit and took some notes to share with you about what makes black tulips so special. It might not be there this year. Three things you should know about black tulips. One, black tulips are not a new fad. The quest to develop a black tulip goes back centuries. It's not just a new Insta Pinterest trend, but something that professional growers have been trying to achieve for hundreds of years. That actually fits with the plot in City Hunter. Kasumi's grandfather was trying to cultivate a black tulip, but he was on his deathbed. Uh, so that's actually very fascinating. The obsession with black tulips reached epic proportions with Alexandre Dumas, published his novel The Black Tulip in 1850. The plot is set in the Netherlands during the tulip mania of 1672 and focused around the race to grow a black tulip. Because true black is a color that doesn't occur naturally in nature, this quest is still ongoing. Um, oh, that's interesting. I never even knew that doesn't occur naturally, huh? In nature, interesting. Then explain the black hair. Humans have black hair. Hmm. Black tulips are actually deep dark purple. I can see that. Crossing a dark colored tulip, such as purple or dark red with a yellow one, results in a darker colored tulip. It looks black, but it's not true black. It could take decades for a new tulip breed to be registered. The first time a breeder claimed success over the elusive black tulip was 1891, when famous grower E.H. Crilage, released La Tulipe Noire, named after Alexandre Dumas novel. The frilly black parrot tulip was registered by C. Cure way back in 1937. It was followed by the now extremely popular Queen of Night Black Tulip in 1944, registered by J.J. Gruyaman. The Black Beauty Tulip was the next one on the market in 1955, developed by M. Van Waveren. Palmyra Tulip. Night Canaan reinventing the wheel in 1970s. Breeder Geert Hageman started cross-fertilizing seeds from these previous attempts in an attempt to create an even blacker tulip. It takes about 7 years from seed to flower for a tulip, and Hageman produced over 1,000 specimens. It wasn't until the year 2000 that he registered the Paul Scheer black tulip. Talk about mixing passion with perseverance. Like, who the heck is Paul Scheer? That's kind of a weird name he went with, Paul Scheer. 8 black tulips that are easier to find. Of course, the Queen of Night, the Fringed Black, Ronaldo, Nightmare, Black Parrot, Paul Scheer, Black Hero, and Palmyra. Trip bulbs come up for sale in the fall. Oh, okay. That's just explaining how you could buy that. All right, that's just all that. Yeah, okay. But these are some very beautiful tulips, and so tulip fans have been trying to actually genuinely create a true black tulip. For the most part, they've only been able to get purple or certain shades of purple, a variety of shades of purple. I would say the most beautiful is the Queen of Night, and that's a tight name to come up with. Look at that. I gotta say, this is a beautiful one. This is very beautiful. Very beautiful. The Queen of Night tulip is a striking, elegant, single-late tulip, cherished for its deep, dark purple blooms that are so richly colored they appear almost black. Tulips are native to the mountainous regions of Central Asia, particularly the areas around modern-day Turkey, Iran, and Kazakhstan. They were first cultivated by the Turks and later introduced to Europe in the 16th century, where they became immensely popular, especially in the Netherlands. The pursuit of the black tulip has a rich history dating back to the 17th century during tulip mania, when tulips were highly prized and traded at exorbitant prices. The Queen of Night tulip results from modern hybridization efforts designed to achieve the darkest possible tulip. Tulips belong to the lily family, Liliaceae, Latin, along with lilies, toad lilies, and trout lilies. All right, and then this is all instructions about these. Yeah, each bloom is a deep velvety shade of purple that appears almost black, especially in lower light conditions. So I was right. The darker it gets, the more black hue you get out of it. The petals are smooth and slightly glossy, and have a cup-shaped form that opens fully in warm weather. Wow. The Queen of Night tulip has received several accolades for its beauty and performance in the garden. Anybody who has this probably. Oh, toxicity. Tulips contain compounds that are toxic if ingested. Makes sense. The bulbs are particularly toxic, containing alkaloids that can cause symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea if eaten by humans or animals. Therefore, it is important to plant tulip bulbs in areas where pets and young children are unlikely to dig them up. Got it. And the rest is how to take care of that. Yeah, that's actually pretty. That's actually pretty beautiful. That's pretty beautiful. I like that. I'm gonna have to consider using that in my stories. I like the motif that comes behind the Queen of Night. Such an elegant name and a very beautiful and elegant flower, indeed. What a great motif to go with. Oh man. So, in also today's episode, we got treated to a phantom thief. Phantom thieving in anime, and especially in anime and manga, is pretty prevalent. Video games, anime, manga. And we were introduced to Phantom 305, which we learned is a young is a older teen named Aso Kasumi, and basically Phantom Thief, and she's the Phantom Thief known as Phantom 305, and it is basically a um, very popular type of character in storytelling. One of those being, of course, Lupin, Arsène Lupin, from France, best known as Lupin the Third in Japan by Monkey Punch. Phantom Thief from here in TV tropes is a special class of criminal, elusive, and fantastic thief who can be long gone before the victim even knows what hit him. That's the way Phantom Thief works. They're very slick. They're smooth. There's not a single set model of Phantom Thief, but there usually have been some following characteristics, like a calling card. They steal items that are not merely very expensive, but often priceless. Like in today's episode, trying to get the black bulb, stealing the black bulb, which was a very rare black tulip. That was in need. Master of Disguise. That was it. She was despite her costume, she did infiltrate. She just stayed at her usual schoolgirl form outfit. But she did disappear using trickery and illusions to escape. She did that. Like her clothes completely fell apart in Rio's arms, and then she was in her uniform to reveal herself as the Phantom Thief out in broad daylight. The thief has a rival in the form of a great detective or stubborn police inspector. That hasn't happened yet, though. That would be cool. If our resident detective returns to chase after her. That we were introduced to early in the season. A strict code of honor, ranging from refusing to commit murder to announcing heists in advance. Well, she definitely does not want to commit murder, but we'll see where the code of honor lies. Steals for reasons other than personal gain. She was stealing for her grandfather. May or may not actually break the laws of physics or the common sense. Oh yeah, she broke the laws of physics, like the classical anime trope of grabbing your clothes and just somehow mysteriously pulling it off without turning it into pieces, and you're magically in another outfit. Again, when Rio caught her and her clothes just completely collapsed in his arms, and she was right behind him, like banished that kind of stuff. Is meant to be either admired by the audience or at least respected for their wit, audacity, and adherence to self-made rules. Well, we'll need a little bit more time with her because this episode was all about her taking care of her grandfather. Bonus points given to the characters known for being sharp-dressed man. This is particularly common in Japanese media, like I said, stemming from the popularity of Arsène Lupin in Japan. Lupin the Third. Japanese word for this character archetype is kaito. Compare gentleman thief and classy cat burglar. Yeah. So over at Wikipedia, which has multiple issues, I'm sorry. A gentleman thief, phantom thief, is a stock character in fiction. A gentleman or lady thief is characterized by impeccable manners, charm, courtesy, and avoidance of physical force or intimidation to steal, and often has inherited wealth. They steal not only to gain material wealth, but also for the thrill of the act itself, which is often combined in fiction with correcting a moral wrong, selecting wealthy targets, or stealing one only particular rare objects. In fiction, the gentleman thief is typically superb at stealing while maintaining a gentleman's manners and a code of honor. For example, AJ Raffles steals only other gentlemen and occasionally gives object away to a good cause. Arsène Lupin steals from the rich who do not appreciate their art, treasures, and redistributes it. Saint Tail, which is Japanese anime, steals back what was stolen, taken dishonestly, or rights the wrongs done to innocent by implicating the real criminals. Sly Cooper, video game, and his gang steal from other thieves and criminals. So, um, yeah, there's a whole list of characters in Western culture. It's not just only very popular in Japan, but there's been a whole lot in Western writings, like Rocambole, Arsène Lupin from France, created by Maurice Leblanc, um, Hercules Flambeau, Oswald Cobblepot, also known as the Penguin. Well, he's really more of a villain. I would probably say Selena Kyle. Yeah, I could see why this thing is got multiple issues because Oswald Cobblepot is not a gentleman. It does not fit. He doesn't fit any of that. Bugs Bunny. Yeah, this was not a good. This Carmen Sandiego. No, she not. She doesn't fit the tropes. None of most of these guys don't really fit the tropes. That's a very, very, very weird list. Let's see here, gentlemen and lady thieves. But the problem is that also Cobblepot is a villain. Maybe Selena. I don't know. Selena Kyle's more anti-villain than anything else. What do they got here for Phantom Thieves? Lupin the Third, Kisuki Sisters from Cat's Eye, Tuxedo Mask. No, Tuxedo Mask is not a Phantom Thief. He's not a Phantom Thief. Yeah. Yeah. Wikipedia, you really do need to fix that. um, Definitely need to fix that. So hilarious. um, let's see here. Mm, Here, let's go to comic book resources. Why are Phantom Thieves so popular in anime? Written by Paige via Scene. A Phantom Thief refers to a special kind of person who steals. They're not petty thieves that just go and grab money and go on their merry way. These thieves are much classier than that. Um, they send out calling cards alerting the police of what they intend to steal and dress in classy clothes. Likewise, they don't target banks. Their aim is much higher, often including ancient artifacts, precious jewels, priceless heirlooms, historical artwork, and other expensive or even priceless items. Phantom Thieves have appeared in various types of Japanese media for decades, including manga, anime, video games, and more. How exactly did this type of character become so popular, and what makes them so appealing? So, yeah, it's a very valid question. Why are they popular in Japan, like big time? But I guess it was because of Lupin the Third. I think was he the first one? But he was definitely the most famous one, written by Monkey Punch. Possibly one of the most famous examples of Phantom Thief would be Arsène Lupin, the titular character of a series of short stories and novels written by Maurice Leblanc. Lupin will go on to inspire several other works and characters and prove hugely popular among Japanese audiences. This eventually led to the Phantom Thief become a subgenre on its own, with many works featuring this type of character still being produced today. Notable example is Lupin the Third, which stars Arsene's titular grandson. This series grew so popular that it will go on to inspire several films, books, spin-offs, cameos, guest appearances. Another one is Kaito Kid, whose real name is play on words, Kaito meaning thief, thief kid. One of the antagonists from the Detective Conan series. Popular character starred in a manga 24 episode anime of his own titled Magic Kaito. Then there's Phantom Thief Jean, a rare shoujo example that follows Marron, protagonist, who is also related to a popular French historical figure. Only this time it is an Arsène, but Joan of Arc. Interesting, Joan of Arc. The series also adds a magical girl twist to the typical Phantom Thief formula, making it a much more fantastical take. Yeah, Phantom Thieves are flat out cool. They dress cool, act cool. As you can see, very flamboyant suit and cape with top hat, making them the perfect escapist character. Kaito is intelligent, handsome, good at magic tricks, and a master of disguise. Marone is good at school, talented rhythmic gymnast, and well liked by her peers. Lamont takes this a bit further, possessing nearly all the skills of a quality thief requires, from marksmanship to driving to hacking to pickpocketing. He's basically a Swiss Army life, a Swiss Army knife. Above all, these Phantom Thief characters are fun. They have fun with their heists. They find new ways to mess with their rivals, and they also always do everything in style. That's the kind of scenario many anime, manga, and video game audiences are looking for. A fun heist led by charming thieves with impeccable wardrobe choices. That's the thing. It's the costumes. It's the costumes. That's one of the big appeals. Their iconic outfits. Like Lupin here. This is his iconic outfit: the red business suit, the yellow tie, and black shirt. Very recognizable. He's very easily to recognize, which is pretty cool. Let's move on to tonight's show. This show, which has one of the most confusing title. I wouldn't say confusing title. They couldn't decide on a title. Clearly, they couldn't decide on a title. The video calls it "That Pretty Girl in Tights Prefers the Tulips," but the official translation. Come on, pop it up. Oh gosh, I hate this player. There we go. The translation is the alleged translation is "The hot woman in the leotard loves tulips." The video calls it "That Pretty Girl in Tights Prefers the Tulips," but when I translated it, it says pretty girl leotard pretty girl likes tulips. Leotardo BG wa Tulipu ga oski. So this is this means beautiful girl. Katakana leotard tulip. So it's leotard pretty girl likes tulips. So the titling is very, very weird in this show. But in terms of this that pretty, like I said, it's got different titles, but basically Rio was on his mission in which he took down this whole entire statue, and that's when he comes across this he came across this young woman in costume, and of course he goes into Mokuri mode. But basically, we find out later that she's a client. Name is Aso Kasumi, and she's 17, so she's almost done with high school. But Kaori hired her because she's a teenager, so she knows that Rio won't go into full on lech mode. But this is Rio, okay? The man's got serious psychological issues. He needs some kind of counseling. He needs a big time counseling, but but he at least knows his limits. He still has that line that he won't cross. That's why he got angry with Kaori, because she is a teenager and he knows that he can't. Saying he knows better. He won't do it, but his mind will always float out there. As Kaori called him out on, lolly complex. But she reveals herself as Phantom 305 to Rio. Of course, she thought she successfully stole a loaded gun, but he made it very clear that he didn't have any bullets to it. But basically, the man gets bonked. He has to get bonked at some point. Where is it? There we go. He just. Oh my gosh! Without Kaori, the terrible things would have happened. But basically, she trying to steal a tulip. which is what she's looking for, from a fake psychic, named Fritz Lang and his partner Sanchez. Which again, I really hope that every single Hispanic in this show's not exclusively a villain. I hope there's somebody who is a hero or a good guy, a good person. Please don't do this to us, Japan. Don't do this to us. So yeah, they basically trick Fritz Lang to invite them over, and they begin the infiltration. It's a very straightforward thief thief operation. They tricked Fritz Lang into thinking that she had psychic powers, with Rio, of course, using his gun to keep the ball afloat. It gets carried away hilariously. Oop, there he is. He used the gun. Just like this. Yep, that's it. And it bounces around. But then he gets carried away and he starts bouncing it around. But even so, they succeeded in selling him the whole thing, and of course, Kaori and Rio infiltrate as school students with Kasumi, and very weird for a villain to have this 80s sci-fi setup underneath the mansion. He's not exactly this super villain or anything. He's just a thief. That's all he is, which is what they found now, and which of course allowed Rio to not feel, because Rio's not about thievery. He's a crime fighter, so he felt a little comfortable that he was stealing from a thief, as opposed to an innocent person. Sanchez, on the other hand, fell in love with Kaori and decided to do everything he can to help out, every step of the way. But they made their escape within a very improbable jump here, which I'm still trying to figure out how that was possible. Because when you see the distance, look how far away he is. Yeah, and then there he is running like that. Now you see they're completely gone, and somehow they're right there. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, they made their escape. They got to Kasumi's grandfather, because the whole plot was to get the black tulip to him. Unfortunately, he was blind. He couldn't see. So she lied, said, yeah, it's black. He died. Very straightforward, very simple. The story moved by nice and fast, which was very good. It was a fun episode. Once again, seeing Rio getting that brain of his, and yet he will never cross the line and take physical action. But he wants, oh gosh, like Kaori said, a Lolita complex. That's oh man. But thankfully, Kaori is there to bash him over the head at every step of the way to get his Mokuri in check. Not sure if we're gonna see more of her, more of Kasumi, but if we do see more of Kasumi, that's cool. Saying more characters, the better. I mean, it's not like they, I guess this season is like adding in the characters. We got to see Umeboshi, for a couple episodes. And then we have the detective. We got the Yakuza daughter. Now we have the Phantom Thief. And it's pretty crazy so far that the only adult women we've come that is being added to the repertoire is the detective and Kaori. I hope they all hit their birthdays. I hope all of them hit their birthdays and get of age, because I don't know how much longer this is gonna go with. I don't know. I mean, it's comedy. I know it's comedy, but Rio, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, his brain goes crazy and everything for comedy, but you can only do so much. You can only do so much. Let's keep the adult women moving along here. Oh man, but that's our Rio. So overall, another good episode. Nice, fun episode. A lot of episodes have been straightforward and fun. So I'm still waiting for any big plot, some type of arc, to follow Rio in. But it looks like it's all paint by numbers, case of the day type of episodes, pretty much. So it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big a deal. But hey, it's all part of the adventure. uh, Rio's Mockery adventure. Oh, man. All right. So head on over to BarnesNoble.com and Amazon.com and grab yourself a copy of The Impossible Man, a strange fantasy novel written by me. You'll find links in the description down below, along with other merch like t-shirts, music, pins, and stickers. Please enjoy the products. Thank you for your patronage. And if you purchase a copy of The Impossible Man and did any lore videos on it, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing those. Yeah, so until the next City Hunter research, thank you all for joining me. And I wish y'all a good night, a buenas noches, and oyasumi nasai.